I'm going to show you how you can make 3.5 litres of alcohol at 23% in about 48 hours. So this is how you start off then. First of all, you need a fermenter. It's just a 5 litre plastic bottle, but this one comes with a conveniently hole drilled in the lid, so take your airlock. I mean, that's 80 pence, that thing there. So you also need another 5 litre plastic bottle, yeah, that comes in later. You also need a siphon. This is about £8, I think I paid for that. And obviously you need some bottles as well to put it in. To keep all that stuff clean, you need some of this sodium bisulfite. It's just 1 teaspoon per pint of water, and that acts as your sanitizer. Make sure you wash everything. It's really important to keep everything absolutely sterile, and then rinse it well afterwards with cold water. You want to get rid of all traces of this afterwards. You don't want to be drinking it. It's not good for you at all. Potassium sorbate, yeah, you'll need a bottle of that. That comes later though. So this is the yeast, Alcatech 24-hour pure turbo super yeast. You won't need all of it. I think it's £3.30 for this. What I normally do is just measure it out into 4 or 5 equal portions and then ziplock it all up so that you can use it for later. The same sort of thing goes with this clearing refining agent that you use. It comes in 2 sachets marked A and B. Again, you're not going to use all of it, so you only need a teaspoon or so of each one. So get a couple of little bottles like that and pour them into there so they can use it later as well. You're going to want 1 kilogram of sugar and whatever colouring and flavourings that you tend to get hold of. Whatever you want to go with, it's entirely up to you. Right, so starting with your fermenter then, what you do is you bung the sugar in, and then you want to need some hot water. What I normally do here is take a jug and half fill it with hot water, and then just fill it up with cold water, and then add that to the sugar, and just keep doing that until you fill the bottle up. Basically, what you're looking for is about to keep it at 40 degrees roughly, just so that you can melt all the sugar. You want it completely nice and clear, see it's all dissolved. Then you get 1 packet of your yeast and you put that in as well. Stand the whole lot in a bowl of warm water. You want to keep it at about 25 to 30 degrees ideally. Don't put the lid on the fermenter just yet though, because it's going to foam up initially. Leave it for about an hour until it's calmed down, and then you can put the lid on and the airlock as well. And after about 3 hours or so, it should be into its stride and bubbling quite nicely, percolating away there. So when it's completely done, i.e. it's stopped bubbling, it's completely finished fermenting, it will take about 24 hours. Get your sanitised siphon. And although this stage isn't strictly necessary, I do like the idea of putting it into a fresh, clean bottle at this point. So just siphon it all off, get the whole lot, and then you can wash up the old fermenter, then get it out of the way, clean as you go kind of thing. So then you're ready for adding the first stage of the clearing. Just 1 teaspoon of sachet A, that's all you need, no more than that. Just put that in, give it a good stir. Leave it for a couple of hours and then add 2, maybe 2.5 teaspoons from sachet B. Put the whole thing to one side, and 24 hours later it'll look like that. You can see that's nicely cleared out now, and all the sediment and all that crap is down at the bottom. So right, here we come with the potassium sorbate then. This is a stabiliser, and it also helps stop any yeast that might still be left in it from fermenting again if it comes into contact with any more sugar. You really don't want this fermenting in your gut, so it's a bloody good idea to put some of this in. You only want 1 teaspoon, just dissolve that in a little bit of cold water and chuck it in, and then you're ready for bottling. So again, siphon it all off, making sure that you just leave all that crap in the bottom. You don't want that, and that's the idea of using the siphon. You can't just tip the bottle up and pour it in, because you'll mix all that shit up again, won't you? So use the siphon. So you end up with something like that. Nice and clear, but it doesn't really look that appetising, does it? And it does stink of yeast. It's not very pleasant to drink. So it's ready now for a bit of flavouring and some colouring, and I've decided to go with orange this time and put a bit of yellow food dye in. All you need is about 1 teaspoon of each per bottle, and you end up with something like that. So there you go, nice and easy, dead simple. Yeah, enjoy it.